Gedanken, es werden immer schwerer. So, we can continue Prabhupada speaking. Hare Krishna. Or we have some question. Yes, some devotees are fully busy outside. So they preparing for the Harikatha, the big, starting on Thursday. To the next Thursday, Janmashtami. So there are many things to do. You started also today, finished? Fine, good. As usual. And today is a special, auspicious day because many great saints in our disciple succession disappearance or appearance days. I don't know exactly who. Rupa Goswami. Tirupa means disappearance day of Rupa Goswami, one of our main acharyas in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So everybody can pray or beg for his mercy. So we will do speaking some Harikatha in the line of Rupa, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa, and serve him in this way. So the topic is still about the spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada speaks about the importance of having or accepting a spiritual master in their life. There is a question, someone asked, should we render service to the spiritual master every day? So Srila Prabhupada says on this, we should serve the spiritual master at the beginning of every year, every month, every day, every moment. If we do not serve the spiritual master constantly, we will suddenly face difficulties. The moment we forget our Guru's service, we will forget ourselves. Means our real self. Our false ego or we remember constantly. But our real self, we will forget them. We will not be able to remember. Knowledge imparted by worldly teachers or instructors produces insignificant results. But the bona fide spiritual master does not bestow such insignificant results. The spiritual master bestows real auspiciousness. As soon as the living entities are bereft of the mercy of the sheltered God, the spiritual master, they are captured by material desires. Even instructing spiritual masters does not instruct us how to take shelter at the Guru's lotus feet and how to deal with him. Then we may lose the most coveted jewel, even after having received it. So chanting the Lord's holy name is the best form of worship. The spiritual master teaches us this process. But if we do not please the spiritual master, how will we gain the strength to worship the Lord? That is why I say that those who want to attain the Lord shelter, who want real peace and freedom from material existence, should make the spiritual master's service their life and soul. They should serve the spiritual master constantly and try their best to please him. Then they will not face any problems in life. They will attain all perfection. So enjoy Krishna is half, and enjoyed Krishna is the other half. The various pastimes performed by both are complete. So Krishna is the complete manifestation of the enjoyer. Our spiritual master is the complete manifestation of the enjoyed. A spiritual master is one who personally demonstrates how to serve the Supreme Lord throughout their life. That spiritual master is present in every object. He has no business other than to serve his lotus feet constantly. Is there any question on this topic? On this?
Why always is being referred to the lotus feet of Buddha?
Because we approach the Lord not, or the spiritual master not, as we're not looking to the face of Krishna in the first place. We are going to the lotus feet. This is the lower part. From there we go up. So the lotus feet is worshipable for those who are humble. Those who are arrogant, who are thinking, I am on the same level, they will try to see his face in the beginning. But this is not the teachings of Mahaprabhu and not of our parampara. Not at all. It is never. Always the lotus feet of the Lord, lotus feet of the pure sadhu, the lotus feet of the Guru. They should be concentrated on. Because we should go from down to up. And otherwise we are becoming arrogant, puffed up. Chaitanya Nitai. Nitai, go Nitai. You wanted to say something now?
You don't take mala because you have some mutation?
Some?
Mutation on your neck? You don't take mala? Because we wanted to offer, and we don't know yes or possibly not.
Mala.
For you.
For me? Oh, really? I need mala. Good. I lost it? No.
Flowers.
Oh, this you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not Kunjamala. Oh. For tomorrow.
It's prepared for today, so we don't know because
No. Did I tell you?
last week you had some irritation on your neck, so you refused. So we don't know now it's okay, so we can offer or not. Or we should wait the flowers get done for you.
Tomorrow is the appearance day of the Bhakti Buddha Maharaj, his spiritual master. So we offer prasad to him. But it's only a small picture we will put there. So, I don't know. Nandan Gopal, you said something that you care for getting a picture.
Yes, I need to print it still.
Hmm?
I have the picture, but I need to print it.
Uh-huh. No, I don't know where to print and how to do this.
Honestly, Maharaj told me that I could ask Radha Govinda Prabhu, that he knows how the printer works upstairs.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Okay.
We didn't get around to it yet.
Yeah. So, yes, this I remember, but I do not remember that Monday. So these are Boga now, not offered.
This is spoken.
Yeah.
No, this is offered food. What we prepared here, they are offered.
Those who are there.
Yeah, it's what we
No, we need this when the sannyasi is coming back. But we take the one from this malas and offer it to your Gurudev.
Yes.
And we can offer to somebody makes for Gurudev every day? No. Yes? For now also. So some maha should be offered. Our Gurudev never accepts malas who are not offered. Even some outsiders coming to Vrindavan, they want to put it on. And he looked at them and he took off the mala and threw it away. He is not accepting, he is only accepting prasad. So the mala who is offered, this prasadam. It is the mercy of the Lord. He never accepted. He becomes a little angry when somebody comes and offer unoffered things to him. Not really, but he was not very happy with. Our Gurudev was living his whole life, very humble, very simple person. When he was younger, he opened a temple on this place where Ramananda Roy spoke to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the highest topics. So he he offered, he got one sponsor who offered him. So, but he collected food, boga. So in one village they said that we offered about 20 or 50 kilo rice or something. I think 20 kilo. It was 15 kilometers by foot. I did not use rickshaw or anything. Without shoes, he went there and he carried the bag on his shoulders. Like this, he collected boga for the feast, for the opening feast. He was never going with first class train. First class, yeah. He was always sitting with his devotees or with his disciples. They were traveling from Puri to Vishakhapatnam. It's almost a whole day traveling. He was sitting just like ordinary. So he was very famous because he was a Shuddhata. Whatever he wrote, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these shastras he knew by heart. He was Naishtiki Brahmachari, means he never touched a lady in his life. He was very great soul, and many want to give him sannyas in the old age, but he did not want because the Kesha Maharaj want him, Srila Sridhar Maharaj want him, Madhav Maharaj. All of them, they want to give him sannyas. But he thought, like, when I accept one of them, then the other one will maybe offended. So he went to Vrindavan, a godbrother of him, Giri Maharaj. He was living in Vrindavan since 50 years. He did not accept any disciple, anything. He was a Babaji. And he asked him to give him the sannyas, so that nobody was, he didn't want to disturb anyone. So this is the nature of sadhu. He will not pose as a king. He just like ordinary. But in another way, there was a big assembly, thousands of people coming, and many different kind of sannyasis, different schools. And Guru Maharaj also came there, want to hear. And all of them asked him, you should come also on this, you're like this here, you know. Yes, on where all the sannyasis and all the devotees. But he said, no, I don't, I sit down. I don't want to sit. I'm not qualified. Then there was one speaking, and he was speaking Mayavad philosophy. He became very disturbed, and he shouted and told what Bhagavatam says. Then they asked him to come, and then he spoke 1 or 2 hours to defeat this philosophical understanding. Like this, it was like a rose, it's very soft and sweet. But when for the service of the Lord, for correcting someone to speak Mayavad philosophy, or he can become like the thorns on the rose, on the branch. He was very... I saw him, I know him only from the sweet side. He was very, very gentle to me. He was very merciful. Except once, I never forget. It was in Vrindavan, after lecture, so he stood up from asana and he went to his room up. So somebody took his cushion he had for sitting, and I saw he had his shoes. He had not put on his shoes, and I took the shoes from the other side, and I brought it to him and put it in front of him. He looked at me and looked at the shoes and kicked the shoes away. It was like kicking me in the head, I was so disturbed. But this was transcendental. It was blissful. In the end, he knew he knew everything about me. He knew exactly what's going on. He was such a great soul, such a great person. Srila Narayan Maharaj, sometimes he invited him. We went to the Yamuna in Vrindavan also. Every day he always wanted me also to come. When I was not there in time, then he said, "You call him." And then they have to call me. I was a little late, so I come, and then we went down the Yamuna. He did the puja, and he chanted Gayatri, and most of time, with the boat, we crossed the river, the Yamuna on the other side. When we come back, we went on the back side up to our mark. Then we passed the Gopinath Bhavan on the back side. And there already a few sannyasis waited for him. He didn't want really, but they said that Narayan Maharaj is there, and he asked us, "You should come and should speak a few words." So then we went inside. There were many full house, more or less. So Guru Maharaj spoke a few words. Narayan Maharaj always visited him regularly. Sometimes he chastised him, like Vaman Maharaj also, and because he spoke too open about some topics that should not be spoken to beginners. So he was very liberal in these things. And sometimes Guru Maharaj chastised him. But then after next day, Narayan Maharaj come to Guru Maharaj's room. And then everything was without. Guru Maharaj was so happy to see him, and they embraced each other. So there was a special relationship he had. We cannot imitate such a thing. This is all the transcendental plane. This is beyond our conception, how we would see it. If you see that there's did something wrong, or we cannot understand, then you're making offense. This is very dangerous to find fault in pure devotees. This is a very important point. We cannot understand the activities of pure devotees. This is also said in the Shastra. So never think with your mundane conception when Guru Maharaj acting or speaking or doing. There's much more behind it. He is not a person from this mundane world, from this material world. He is Prasada. They are all eternal liberated. They are associates of the Lord, personal associate, like Rupa Goswami. Today's disappearance. His position is very high in the transcendent world. He revealed this. And Mahaprabhu revealed. Rupa Manjari. Manjari is this is not this is not easily to understand. They are not from this world. We can see their external form, but this is not them. They are never identified with anything, and we cannot make them mundane. They are eternal liberated souls. They are not belonging to this material world. So, sorry, I fell into these things now. I fell to speak. So we are called Rupanugas. We are following the footsteps, the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami. So he appeared in the time of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was very close. He was the most intimate associate of the Lord. So, and he gave us all this the essence of all the Shastras. And Jiva Goswami also is one of them. They were relatives. He was writing everything down. There are many, many books they wrote, but they are not finding some new things. They just pick from the Vedic literature. It is already there, it's already there, it's always been here. They just revealed it to our understanding there. They wrote it down so that the future generation will be able to follow Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, is it essential to associate and serve the spiritual master directly? Sure. We should certainly communicate directly with the spiritual master. Those who do not wish to serve and associate with their spiritual master personally are bound to be cheated. Direct communication with Guru is the first step on the path of divine service. We should serve the manifestation of Guru in every entity. If we cannot serve the Guru, we cannot serve anyone. I must not hear anything until my divine master, Srila Gurudev, authorizes me to hear it. So, directly with the spiritual master. There's different levels we are. Some of us, or all of us, we think directly communicating with spiritual master is when we speak to him, when we see him, when we cook for him, or something like this. this is communication. When I speak personally with him, the Guru speaks personally to everyone, but only a small amount of humans, people, may really communicate with him. They are just hearing, but they are not communicating. It is different. On the other side, Guru may be living thousands of kilometers away from you. If you have got realization, then there is no difference. There is no, wherever you may be. Even when Guru leaves this world, if you have connected yourself, the communication is already, when you're in a body, you can communicate without handy or mobile phone, or by just speaking like this. There is this communication is every moment and every second. A real pure devotee is never separated. He is always in connection with the Lord, with his Gurudev. And this communication goes on eternally. It's because when we leave this world, a pure devotee has to leave, or he leaves. There's nothing new. He will be received there already. They will say, "Hey, why have you been so long?" We do not understand this now. This is only to the mercy of Gurudev. We can make such a connection. So, those who do not wish to serve and associate with their spiritual master personally are bound to be cheated. So why one cannot associate constantly with the spiritual master? Because we have separate interest. Anarthas, it's called. Because we have things we don't want to know that Guru Maharaj knows, but he knows everything. But we think he does not know. But he is always there. He is a manifestation of the super soul also. Super soul means Paramatma, who is sitting in the heart of all living beings. So if we think who not wishing to serve or associate with the spiritual master because of my consciousness is not clean, or my mind is not, then they are bound to be cheated by Maya, by the illusion, by the illusory energy. Then we will have to dive into this mundane conception, and we will find here so-called shelter, temporary. We will be cheated. Direct communication with Guru is the first step on the path of divine service. So, if we have come to this level where we can communicate with the spiritual master. Not on the mental level, not on the gross level, on the spiritual plane. You will also get to know where he is staying, all those Rupa, Sanatan, wherever he may be. Your Gurudev, they will be there also, all of them. They will be, this is Bashadas. They are eternally very close to the Supreme, the source of everything. And this is the pastime or the play of the Supreme Lord. We should serve the manifestation of Guru in every entity. If we cannot serve the Guru, we cannot serve anyone. I must not hear anything until my Divine Master, Sri Gurudev, authorizes me to hear it. This is something nowadays very hard, not realistic for most of us. Is any question on this topic? Everything clear? Yes?
Does it mean that, for example, on my level, I cannot communicate?
Hmm?
On my level, I cannot communicate on spiritual level, so I need to communicate on.
You have to speak slowly.
Loud, please.
On my level, I cannot communicate with the Gaudiya on spiritual level, So I communicate on the.
You are not conscious.
Emotional.
You are not conscious that he is there to some extent, but he will not like your thing. Your thing. Yeah. This we cannot speak about these things. This is we are not on. We cannot digest if we would know how these things are working. One has to become very pure in heart. One has to be free from any mundane conception. One never sees anything in this world as enjoyment for myself. Everything is Krishna, connected with Krishna. Everybody. So if someone is very sincerely chanting Hare Krishna and doing this for his Gurudev, I try to, that you hear what I'm chanting. And you're sitting in my heart, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Nama Rama, Hare Hare. Then he will hear, and he will be there. Then you are very sincerely, then you will feel, yes. Sometimes this chanting, tears will come. Sometimes you will, all different manifestations. And when we are advancing more and more and deeper, then we will always be in this state. We will lose interest in anything. In this mundane world, it will vanish. I don't know if I can speak about speaking this for Prabhupada and for Goswamis. give the blessings to all of you. Can we finish here? Jai Sri Rupa Goswami ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada Nitya Leela Bhavishtam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Vijarya Stota Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Sri Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavishtam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Vijarya Stota Shri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhapuri Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Manchakalpatarupiyasya Pasindhu Viraja Sitam Pamanipyo Vaishnavim